What's up, everybody? So the last video that I posted, I said I was going to be competing in a March powerlifting meet in Grand Rapids. That is no longer the case due to me dragging my feet about signing up for the meet. The meet filled up in my weight class, so I can no longer compete in my weight class, nor can I break any records. I can only compete on the heavyweight day, which I will be working that day anyway, so it's not even something I could actually do. But as much as I was discouraged about this yesterday, I'm no longer discouraged. I will just be competing in the national meet in April in Grand Rapids, and my programming has been going perfect, absolutely perfect. So yesterday, my program had me doing 95% of my expected max for this meet, and I did 5:15 by 3, and our state record is only 5:23 for my weight class. So with that being said, I'm confident that I'll break that state record easily at the next meet. If I'm already doing 5:15 by 3 and I'm 9 weeks out now from the meet I will be participating in, that's exciting. I basically started my program over. I may have to take a week off from deadlifting in there just because I don't want to be programming for 18 straight weeks. It kind of defeats the purpose, especially if you're a drug-free athlete like myself. But that aside, I will still be competing in April. You guys will see more workouts, especially since the second part of this video will be me revamping my basement gym. So most of the time I've been going to my local gym. There is no video or photography or anything allowed in the gym. That's just their policy. That's the gym that I go to. It sucks, but that means I can never take my camera to that gym. So I don't, which means I don't record videos. But since I'll be programming for 9 more weeks and preparing for that meet, I will now be recording in my basement a lot more again and working out in there. I also feel bad about taking 10 45-pound plates from everyone else in the gym when I'm deadlifting. It's kind of not the nicest thing to do, especially when other people are just trying to bench, or maybe they only need one and I have basically all of them on one side of the gym. Anyways, when I first moved into this place, I set my basement gym up so that it was like a dungeon. I wanted to be very, when you walk in, you just had that vibe of you had to only work out on that platform. And that's how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be very primitive, very primal, very aggressive, manly, if you can say. So I painted it black, and that's how it was for the last 3 years. But now I'm changing it back to white. I want it to be cleaned up more. My wife wants to work out down there as well. And I want to be able to make more videos for you guys. It's not something that I don't need to be famous by doing this, but I absolutely want to track my progress throughout the years, as well as connect with some more people in this industry. So I'm really excited about powerlifting right now, and I'm really excited about video editing and shooting video again. So today I'm going to take you with me on cleaning up my gym. I have to paint the walls as well as move some of the things around. So I may be moving my rack to a different space. I may also be moving the weights to a different part, as well as the treadmill. But you guys will see it all downstairs. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope everything's going great for you. If you are competing in a current powerlifting meet that's coming up soon, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think I should have tried to compete in the heavyweight? I don't think I should have. I'm not going to. I also think that it's advantageous to me to wait until the next meet and program for that meet, and I'll go into it stronger, as well as be able to prepare for maybe the world meet as long as I do well there. So I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so I'm in the basement gym. As you can see, it's super dark down here. Like right now you probably can't tell because I have a light off to your left, my right, but there's a light right here and that's shining on me, and it's all the way up at 100%. It's an LED light, and that's what's lighting me right now, as well as there's a light above me, and you can still, if you look back, it's still pretty dark back here. So the goal today is to take some white paint as well as move the things around a little bit just to make it a more open space. There's a treadmill off to my left, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything before I get started. But then I'll probably shoot a time-lapse video of the entire process, because I know you don't want to watch me run around here for the next 2 hours, however long it takes me. But the video will show quickly how I move everything around. The crappy part about moving stuff in a gym, and I know this with my own personal gym, is everything's so heavy. Like, yes, you love lifting weights, but it's a different type of lifting. It's almost like doing construction, or if you work a job like that, that's what moving things around in your gym is like. Because in order for me just to move those weights over there, we're talking roughly 300, 400 pounds of weights that I'm moving one by one, and there's just no real good way to do it. And on top of that, whenever you move it to another spot, you have to make sure it's in a spot that makes it so that you don't have to move them again. Because if I put them on a mat that I need to move around, or if I put them next to a treadmill that I need to move around, I have to move them again. So you have to move them far enough out that you can still do everything else you need to do before you have to move them back in. So a little bit of a thought process goes into doing this whole thing. You can't just come in, start throwing stuff down like you could in a bedroom or something like that. But I'm excited to get this done. I hope you guys really enjoy how it looks, as well as this time I'm gonna set it up so that I can actually make videos down here. In the past, I always just made videos as I came down, and I would always have to set something up. I don't want it to be like that. If I'm gonna make consistent videos, at least a couple videos a week, 1 or 2 videos a week, I need to have a setup that I can use constantly or easily. So I may even leave one of the cameras down here. I'll keep my 5D Mark IV upstairs and maybe just keep an 80D down here and leave it in a spot where I can just quickly press record, and next thing you know, I'm shooting a YouTube video. I would also like to do some live videos so you guys can work out with me. But I'm excited. If you can see, I have the Boss Cup. Funny story about these, our employees bought these for us for National Boss Day. My wife actually has one that says, so mine says The Boss, my wife says The Real Boss, and has a lipstick kiss on it, which the employees thought was funny. I didn't think it was that funny, but I guess it is funny, I'm just kidding. But we'll see you guys in just a moment. Let's get this gym cleaned up. So that is the first coat. I'm not gonna show you the second coat. I'm sure you've seen people paint before, but that's the first coat. I will show you the kind of redesign. I'm still playing with a few different ideas of how I want to set this basement up, so I'm not positive where I'm gonna put everything just yet. It kind of depends on if my wife can use the treadmill and I can use the squat rack at the same time. That's the goal, because if I can't do that, then you can only do one thing at a time, which kind of defeats the purpose of us being down here working out together. Not that she'll always be working out with me, but I at least want that to be available if we want to. I honestly thought it would take me a lot longer to do this. It's been really fun to see it kind of change. You can already tell the difference, like it's much brighter down here already. Like just from the white paint being on there, and there's still a lot of holes I still have to go back around and touch up. Keep in mind, I do rent this townhome. I should be moving out and buying a house in about 6 months, so I'm not being extremely particular about it because I know they're gonna have to repaint anyways. And if you look at above everything, I never painted it white, and you can see white on all of the ceiling parts, which means that's the paint job that they did initially. So I'm just running my paint right up where they already put their paint. They're gonna have to repaint this place anyways. I've been here for over 3 years, and after 3 years there's a lot of dust and things that collect, especially since it's a basement. It's flooded a couple times, so things like that. Anyways, that's besides the point. I hope you enjoyed this video. So far it has been fun being back in my basement and being able to clean it up a little bit. As well as revamp it. The white really looks good. I honestly don't know why I changed the white in the first place. I mean, I do know why. When I moved here, I was like, I want it to be primal, I want it to be manly, I just want to be just me in the basement in like a dungeon environment where you have to lift. But I've kind of moved out of that space in my life. Not that I still don't want to push heavy weight, but I don't need a dark dungeon place to push heavy weight. I'm moving to a different point in my life, so at this point, I just want to be able to do weight in an open environment where I feel good lifting in. And coming down here and it being so dark was always kind of gloomy and stuff. Plus, my Instagram and things like that, the videos are always dark. Not that that's the most important thing, but it is part of the fitness industry now. If anybody, if you watch anything in fitness or any industry for that matter, social media plays a part in what you do. So Anyways, I'm rambling. I have to get ready and go to yoga. Yes, I do yoga. I know some people think yoga is like girly. You're crazy if you think that, because yoga is actually pretty hard. And also, all of my lifts have been going up with me doing yoga for the past 6 weeks, twice a week. Twice a week's not really enough to get really great at yoga. It's not like I can bend in crazy places, but it has opened up my hips and ankles and things like that. And all of those things are conducive to you lifting more weight. If you have tight hips or tight ankles or tight knees, lower back pain, these are some of the things that you can fix during yoga. I know Arnold and people like that a lot of the classic bodybuilders used to do yoga and different type of Pilates things just to make sure they were more flexible, and it helps you get better lines. So that's my goal in doing this as well. Anyways, I have to get back to it, put a second coat of paint on here, and then I will show you the redesign. See you in a moment.